William. Bitch, why I never say go? Oh, the light blinking. Hey, welcome to Thing.
The Heat
In Nobody's Kitchen. I'm V.
And I'm Kay.
And today, what we're talking about is, we really don't know. We got this part right here, so we finna mix it up. See, these are all our topics that people been emailing us, and we've been also taking verbal suggestions. So it's been simmering for about a week or two. So we just been getting topics. So we're just gonna randomly pick, just like we told you, on Think, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So go ahead, Kay.
All right, we ready?
What we talking about today, girl? What we talking about? We finna think today. It's finna get real and spicy. So make sure you hold on and be strong, cause Kay done came up with some topips.
Today's topic of Think is
how do you get a better relationship with your children, especially teens?
Teenagers.
What? Here we go again with this damn shit.
the lighting.
Man.
We can't see. But
Anyway,
it's on there.
it's right there. Oh, it look.
How do you get a better relationship with your kids?
So we talking about children today. Ooh,
We sure
I
is.
am a mother. Kay is the mother. So we're both mothers.
Two beautiful children. And that's a good topic because as they growing and they getting older, they getting
Better relationship. We talking about relationship with your kids.
annoying.
Kids. So what's up? What you
I don't
think?
know. How you get a better
What's the
relationship
first
with your
tip?
kids? For me, spending quality time with them.
Quality time. Make sure you spend quality time with your kids.
It's hard in today's world with work and social media and wanting to hang out with your friends. We just get so in tune and overwhelmed with everything that we do not spend quality time with our children.
People, do not let social media raise your kids, okay? Social media,
Unplug.
TV. Let's think about back in the days when we were growing up back in the days. I don't know about y'all mammies, but my mama, get outside, go and play. We got toys from the dollar store that kept us busy. Jacks, pickup sticks, hula hoops, basketball. Kids can't go outside no more, but why?
And we know and we understand that, so that's why we have to unplug from the social media, from the phones, from TV, and just spend time. And spending time with them could be something as simple as having a quality dinner and having open conversations.
Correct.
Letting them have their dialogue and just getting into their world without any judgments or
Correct.
no making them feel like they got a little harsh or like punishment or something. Like, let them be open and free.
Correct.
What else you could do to spend quality time?
Y'all can go out on dates. You and your child can go out on a date. People, let me tell you, this is 2020. We have to stop separating our kids from going certain places, like a fancy dinner. Now, most fancy dinners, they have menus for kids. Take your kids out and teach them how to properly eat at an elegant restaurant. It necessarily don't have to always be McDonald's, Burger King, pizza. Take them to a nice restaurant. Let them get dressed up. Floss with them a little bit. Like, kids really appreciate that, to see that, because that's the stuff they see on TV sometimes. And in their little minds, they might not say it, but they're wondering, dang, why me and my mom or me and my dad, or we never go to fancy restaurants like that. So yeah, take them out on a date, an actual date, especially dads with their daughters. Take them out,
Very important.
open the door for them, teach them how a man should be treating a woman.
That's cool. I like that. I also think something as simple as on your way to school, on your way to certain activities, again, that's turn the radio off, have fun with your kids, do a little car karaoke together.
That's fun.
Let them talk again, open up and talk. I think the bottom line with helping build relationships with your kid is allowing them to be a kid and you into their world sometime.
Correct. And that's a good one. I like that.
I try to do my mom thing out here in these streets just a little bit.
Yes. Entering into their world. Stop being judgmental. Take off the mom and hat, the parent hat every once in a while, and listen to what your kids are saying and try to understand where they're coming from. Go back to when you were a kid or whatever, and the only thing you can really do is talk to your child, because your child has their own mind. They're gonna make the decision regardless of how you feel about it or not. So don't stop saying no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. Because back in the days, our parents used to tell us no meant yes.
You still found a way to do it.
Correct. No, you ain't gonna tell me no, because that's what they want to do. All you can do is try to give them some advice to steer them in the right direction so they can make the best choice.
A lot of parents think with building relationships with their kids that they have to buy them and give them everything that they want.
That is not it.
If you don't have financial, how do you think is ways to, or how do you allow your child to feel like, they are getting materialistic things, but also teaching them that they don't need to have materialistic things to have a good relationship. Basically, like, you don't have to buy your kids love to have a relationship with them.
You know what? That's funny you said that, because me and my daughter, we just had a conversation the other day. I had to let her know the difference between getting her what she needs and getting her what she wants. The wants is rewards. Yes, you have to reward your child. Parents, make sure if you have a great child and the child is getting great grades in school, you never get a call home from the parents, teachers of school, they're always doing their homework. Make sure, even if it does pinch your pocket, go ahead and sacrifice something that you want and go ahead and treat your kids to treat them to something that they want. Trust me, kids will really appreciate that. But I'm not saying just go out and buy them everything, even if they are getting bad grades. No, ma'am. No, sir. If you getting bad grades, anything that you want, you will not be getting out of my pocket.
Yeah. I think for me, one thing that I struggle with trying to have a good relationship with my kids is some people may feel like I'm a little bit too open with my children.
I think so too.
I
told her.
I don't know, but so I juggle with being the mom and the friend, because sometimes I'm too much of a friend to where that mouth might be kind of flipping, and I have to take a step back and be like, yo, I kind of opened this door because I'm so open and so cool with them and down with them. So, I definitely need that balance. But for me, my openness, I think, has helped the relationship because they are very open and honest with me for a lot of things. They're not afraid to talk to me about things.
That's a good thing.
I want to know what's going on in my kid's life. Even if it's something that I don't agree with, I want them to feel comfortable to come talk to me before they go talk to their friends, because their friends going to give them immature, stupid advice. And again, for me, if it's something that I don't want you to do, I don't want you to find yourself in trouble, because I done put you and myself in some situations simply because I was afraid of that backlash that probably I would get from my parents if they knew something. So instead of putting yourself in harm's way or in a situation that's very unfavorable, I'd rather them come talk to me. So
I agree. And on the flip side to that, I feel like I don't open that door as much as Keisha probably would, and that puts me in a naive area as a parent. Like, I'm like, oh, my child would never do that, or, oh, no, I don't believe my child would do that, when my child probably is doing that and whatever. Because, like me, I don't think that my child cursed.
She don't curse.
She did. I don't think my child cursed. But then again, I'm saying, when I was smaller and my mom didn't think that I cursed, I was cussing. So, probably. So, yeah. But anyway. So, bitch.
All right. Okay.
But
So,
anyway.
we got open communication.
Correct.
Spending quality time with them.
Correct.
The reward system. Everyone likes to
Correct.
be rewarded when they're doing a great job. So, we could do that with our kids as well. I think the time for me, number one, I think a lot of
Time is
times
number one.
we as parents, sometimes we are selfish and we kind of think about ourselves due to all our responsibilities with work.
Correct.
When we get free time, we want our time, and you just have to balance it out and know that we put them kids here and we need to spend time with them. And I think the more time you spend with your kid, the better you get to learn them. And I think the relationship just blossoms from there.
So, the word for today is time.
Quality time. Let's spend some
Yes.
time with our babies, and that'll help
Time.
the relationship blossom.
I think that's a good thing, Kay. I think time is the best thing, even for fathers and your daughters. Remember, the first man your daughter fall in love with
Is you.
is you.
You gonna be the first one to teach her to date. I think some people will battle me, but I've always said I believe the father's relationship is a lot more important than the mother-daughter relationship.
I think so too. And also it's vice versa for the boys. I think that the mother relationship is good for the sons, because if you're a great mother, you teach that boy. And usually a lot of times when you see guys that date, in majority, not every time, but majority of the time, there's some resemblance in the people that they date to the family, whether the person might resemble the sister or the person might resemble their mother, and vice versa for the fathers.
Yeah.
Those women look for those type of men. So like I say, like me, what pushes me and what moves me, my father, he was really handy. My father was a family man. My father was around. He wasn't perfect, But those are qualities that I appreciated growing up that I look for in my mate.
With you just saying that, something popped into my head. It was also with kids and building a relationship that we don't really think about. It's togetherness between the parents. Because
Correct.
a lot of times parents might, one is the good one is the strict one, or one may not spend as much time due to work or whatever the relationship or whatever life struggles they have. They might not spend as much time. And because of that, as adults, we have some type of way that we feel, and we may openly kind of say things around the children that we probably shouldn't say. But I thought that as long as you're on the same page and your kids know that I can't get over on mama or I can't get over on daddy, I think even that sternness, I think kids also look for discipline sometimes to feel loved, and they just don't want to be able to go out and do everything that they want to do.
Because it make them feel like you don't care. Sometimes
So
that
works.
maturity do take you and they say, hey, my mom didn't say anything about this or whatever. And then they just stop losing respect for themselves. They stop losing respect for their parents and just for the community, period. And then that's when they just start falling off in the wrong road. So get your kids together.
You gotta have a balance.
Yes,
You just gotta have
you gotta
a
balance with everything. And remember, you're the adult. You should be taking charge. If you are the adult, you should be taking charge of your kids and taking charge of the conversation. But you do need to know when to stop and listen to your kids when they're talking. Whether it's a comfortable conversation or not. Lock yourself in their room and get it out. Trust me. Once you get it out, you will feel a lot better.
A lot of times what I do is if my kids come to me with a topic or a conversation that I was not prepared to hear for, or I felt like I didn't want to talk about, something that I knew angered me on the inside, I would say, okay, I'll listen to what they have to say and I'll say, Mommy's going to excuse herself. I'll come back and talk to y'all because I want to get my thoughts together. Because my first response is anger, quick to shut it down, quick to come at it. And I have to remember I was that age before. I was that kid. And the moment I take away that open door for them to come speak to me, you kind of lose them, especially in them teenage years because they're trying to find themselves.
Yeah, now they're scared.
Yeah, so I take a time out. I get myself together. It depends on how serious the topic is. It might be 2-3 days, and I might have to go discuss with their father. I might go discuss with some other moms. Just like,
get some advice
before I open this door.
It might be your first time dealing with it. Like my first time, my baby has crossed over. She no longer has a cuckoo. She got a coochie. She started her period.
Aww.
So
you was freaking out.
Every other young lady,
she's a lady now,
that has started their menstrual, I've been so helpful, and I was able to talk to them. I was able to teach them how to properly wash themselves and change themselves. And when my baby started,
like she had never dealt with it before,
I was sweating. I was nervous. I called Kate. I had a really hard week.
Because she was a big girl now, no longer
I had a
baby.
really hard week. I didn't think that I would react that way. I cried. I just did everything. I went through every emotion. And I just could not get myself together. And I think I'm still kind of emotional.
Well, you're going to get there. I think, though, the thing to remember with ourselves as parents is we all are doing it for the first time. And it's different. Each kid is different. So you always a new parent. You learn things along the way. But each child is different.
I'm learning.
You experiencing it. And
I'm
still
learning. Just bringing it up got me feeling a little, ooh.
But that's a bonding time where you can share with her your stories and your mishaps and your embarrassing moments.
But it just seemed like every time it just got it. I just
feel like they're just not ready for it.
Correct. That's what I feel.
Not ready.
That's what I feel. I don't feel like she's mentally prepared for it, or even is taking it that serious where she understands how serious that thing really is.
And my heart goes out to just the single fathers that have daughters and have to deal with that for the first time.
Shout out to the aunties, because aunties help them.
Aunties matter.
All aunties matter. Because I'm pretty sure they done made some phone calls. Hey, sister, whoever, come help us out. Yeah. But I'm still having a hard time.
But it's beautiful when girls are awesome. I just love little girls. So, with that being said, we're going to wrap up this episode of Thinking. We hope you guys could take something from it to help build and encourage a great bonding experience with your kids. Spend quality time with them, balancing, rewarding, just love on them and allow yourself to enter their world sometime just to allow for that bonding to occur.
Yes. And to wrap up what Kay said, make sure that if it's something that angers you, stop, think about it. take yourself away, say, you know what, we'll pick back up on this in a while, and go and ask somebody for some advice. Because that's what I had to do. I think I called Kay like 1,000 times in one day. Kay, I'm having a hard time, I'm about to freak out. I'm just, and think about how you would need to approach a situation. And preparation is everything. Prepare yourself when you're dealing with certain topics as you know that you're going to be bothered by. Just calm down.
Yes. Well, thank you, and we'll see you guys again soon. Until then,
think the heat in nobody's kitchen. Bye.